Hello, everybody. We are from BudakUX Team. First, before we begin to present our report, let me introduce ourselves. So, first, I am Elkana, and here I am with my partner.
My name is Yemima.
Okay. Today we're going to present you our report of our final project. So, this is our application's name. Thank you. This is how we initially design our interface for the application. So for the contextual inquiry, for the application description, I'm going to give this to my partner, Yemima.
For the description, we were gonna do this another application initially because for our before before apps was about displaying statistic regarding COVID-19 pandemic situation. But we thought that the apps was too irrelevant because of many app features that already covered this requirement. So we are going with this app, Thingu instead. Thingu is a question and answer platform which focuses on academic purpose. In this application, users can help each other when they are having a hard time learning by answering questions in this COVID-19 pandemic situation. And for UI to refer which I give to my partner.
Okay, thank you, Yemima. So we did the testing with our initial prototype, and what we did found is that our UI is actually not intuitive enough. So there are some elements that either were not easily understood or caused, well, inconveniences for ordinary users, even for some experienced users who have used multiple similar foreign applications as our application. Think you will. So in our interview, we give 5 tasks overall. So we asked them to create new account and go to the dashboard. So and then we tell them to make a new question basically, and then we ask them to answer an existing question, and next we tell them to we ask them to try to play with the notification menu for a little bit, uh, and then we ask them to log out from the application. So basically the preliminary questionnaire is, yeah, just like usual, like how often they use a mobile phone and how often they use a similar application as ours. Definitively the foreign application on mobile phones. So uh, this is the description of the user we interviewed for our initial prototype. So he is an experienced user. He is 30 years old. He is an alumnus of uh, UKP, Christian University of Petra, and he has used multiple firm applications before. So basically, those are the transcripts, so you can see it by yourself. It didn't take too long to see what's wrong with that. And so that's all for the contextual inquiry. So for the contextual analysis, I will let Yemima to cover that up.
For the contextual analysis, for the first is artifact models. From the interview with my user before, there are three problems from our initial prototyping. And first is from the dashboard view, and there's have a lot of detail in the question confuse the user. And the second is from the Ask button. It takes too long to access the Ask menu because initially this button uses the FAQ button. And the third is from notification page. And there it is not clear what the question is about. And next, flow model. We can conclude from the artifact model, and we can make the diagram from the 5 text from the user. And we can see the problems at here. From the contextual analysis, we can write the do and don't to prototyping in the next.
Okay, so the next section is about prototyping. Uh, first, firstly, we discussed about the sketches as there, as you can see. First one is this, and the second is this. Yep. And the third one is this. Okay, so let me tell you the differences. So in the version 1, we initialize the homepage with two big buttons representing the app's two main functions about asking and answering a question. That's simple enough. So the notification and the profile button is put in the same section where the app logo resides. Now, what differentiates the version 2 from version 1 is the answer page, which is now the default homepage for the version 2. Uh, in other words, it took one less screen to design. So what happened to the question button in the version 2? We came up with a solution. We put them in a tab, in a floating button, basically. So we put them in your homepage to allow a user to answer the question. In the version 3, we place the notification and the profile button in a new nav bar placed at the bottom of the screen, adding home button in the middle. So basically from those three sketches, we decided that we chose the version 3 as the best design we can come up with because the navbar that contains home, notification, and the profile button at the bottom of the screen, well, it uses a similar style as Instagram, as so I think using that type of design, it will make the user getting used to the app much faster than using like some type of design that is not standard industrial standard. Okay. Basically saving space for the top bar containing the app logo. Maybe we can add more buttons in there. Maybe in the right corners for further development. So it's more efficient, it's cleaner than version 1 interface. One less step for the user to answer a question in the version 3 interface.
For the usability evaluation, we already interview 4 friends to help to evaluation our prototype. And this evaluation script is the same before. And the first is create new account and go to the dashboard. And the second, we ask them to make a question. And the third is answer a question. And the fourth, we ask them to playing notification menu. And the last, we ask them to log out from the application. Here, the transcript from the interview, we can look at here. And the last is feedback and incident analysis, and I can give to my partner to explaining.
So thank you, Yemima. So basically, in our summary, uh, everyone did the test completely and did nothing wrong. Yeah. So the completion rates are all perfect. And the summary of completion errors, time on task, well, they did it like, well, in a good average, like basically 20 seconds of performing the task given. So we see that there is no problem at doing our task. And then for the satisfaction, they are, well, basically, they're fully satisfied with the interface we just come up with. So to conclude our report, based on the summary above, we concluded that our solution to every initial interface problem did a good job at solving those problems. The users had minor inconveniences from our prototype at worst, and most of them are caused by the limitations of our UI editing software, like how it's confusing because our placeholder is using Lorem Ipsums all the time, or like the changes made are not flexible enough. Like not every notification is programmed to be directed to every post and etc. So we are confident that this app's interface is now quite intuitive enough to be implemented as a real application. And with that, that's all about our reports for our final project. I'm Elkana Hans, and with my partner here.
Yemima.
Okay. As BudakUX Team, we thank you, Mr. Hatzik, for giving us this assignment. Thank you very much for watching.